This is Ruby with Queen of T-shirts, and today we are going to be doing sublimation for beginners. This is for those who are out there that's getting into sublimation, don't know what to do or how to do it. I am going to show you the process that I do. There's a lot of videos out there, but hopefully you will understand exactly what I'm going to do. And then again, I'm going to start from the beginning to the end to show you how to do this. Supplies that you are going to need, which I had to write it down, which is a shirt. You need a 100% polyester shirt. I have a 100% polyester shirt that I am going to be using today to sublimate on. You're also going to need a lint brush. This is a lint brush. Everything I'm showing to you except for the shirt, I am going to leave a link below. You're also going to need heat tape. I have heat tape here. You're also going to need butcher paper. I would say butcher paper or maybe some parchment paper. This is butcher paper. Or you can go to Dollar Tree and get you the $1.25 parchment paper. Or you can use your copy paper. If you have copy paper, you can use that. And then also you're going to need sublimation paper. Sublimation paper, the size that I'm using is 11 by 17. And that's what I'm using for this project. Your project may be a little bit different, but I'm going to show you the sublimation paper I use. It is by A-Sub. And this is the back of it. And this is the front of it. It has a coating on it. The other thing you will need is a sublimation printer. Now, with the sublimation printer, I have two that I use for sublimation. I have an Epson 7210 that I converted into a sublimation printer. I also have a Sawgrass SG500 that is actually a sublimation printer. My Epson 7210 is a wide format printer. They no longer make the 7210. They do now offer to the EcoTank Epson printer. The EcoTank would be much easier than the one that I have. So the EcoTank, all you have to do is just pour the ink right into the tank. Whereas the one that I have to have a syringe to actually put the ink into cartridges. The other thing you're going to need is your sublimation ink. I purchased my ink from Cosmo Ink. That is what I use. I also use have used Hippo ink as well. That ink you can get on Amazon. The next thing you're going to need is to get your design. The design that I'm using, whatever design you want to use to sublimate onto your shirt. The design that I'm using today, I'm using a total of 3 designs. The first and second design I purchased or I got from Design Bundle. I have a subscription with Design Bundle, which doesn't cost me anything to download. I will leave a link below. If you want to get a subscription, please, you can use my link. And then also the other design I am using is from Fabrica. I also have a subscription with Fabrica as well. And You also going to need some type of heat element, which is you can use if you have a heat press, if you have a Cricut heat press, any type of heat press that you have, you can use. I don't have one in here, but I do have a Bavor heat press that we are going to be using today, and I will show you that in a bit. Let me see if I can. Yeah, I will show you that one in a bit. So we're going to be using that heat press, or I may use my bigger heat press. It depends. So those are the things that you would need. Before we get started, I do have a request for you guys. If you can go ahead and like, share, and subscribe to my channel. If you're not a subscriber, please do subscribe to my channel. And then also click on that notification bell just in case, or when I do go live or upload new videos, you will be notified. Now, I also wanted you to know that come September, I don't have the exact date. I know it's in September. My 1-year anniversary for being on YouTube will be coming up. I wanted to do something special, but the only way I can do that if I can get 1,000 subscribers. So please, if you're seeing this video and you have not subscribed to my channel, please subscribe. I appreciate it, so that I can do a giveaway and put you into the giveaway. I'm going to get the design. Let me bring up, I'm going to be using Silhouette Studio. And then also my apologies, I did forget something. I have been away for a while. I should have let you guys know that I was taking me some me time. I needed a break. And that's what I did. I took some me time for myself. And with that saying, I was also working in the background, but also needed to take a break. I do have new things coming out, so be expecting new things from me. I have another channel as well, so be expecting more crafting items that I'm going to be presenting. And I will definitely leave my link to my other channel as well below. I also had a birthday this month, the month of July. And I was celebrating my birthday with my family. So, just enjoying life. So we are going to be doing this particular image. I'm going to bring it in. I'm going to bring this down here. You're going to have to go to File and Merge. I know you're not able to see this, but I'm going to merge in the file. So if you have Silhouette Studio that you're using, it doesn't matter if you have the business or just the one that's not paid. You can use the one that's not paid to bring in your picture. So I am on a Mac. I have to merge it in. First thing I'm going to do is merge in the background that I want to use. We're going to do this in purple. I'm going to do it in purple. So I'm going to merge that in. So I brought the purple one in. This is just a background that I got from Creative Fabrica. It is a leopard background. Now I'm going to go ahead and bring in the girl, and crafting is my therapy. I'm going to bring the Afro puff in as an SVG. And the reason why I'm doing that is because I want to be able to change the clothing in the background on this. So she's in and she's as a SVG. And the last thing I need to bring in is crafting is my therapy. This one is a PNG, which is good. I can, I'll still be able to change the color on this. The leopard background, I had to bring that in as a JPEG. Okay, so I have all three of these in here. Move this down. Okay, so the first thing I want to work on is the background for crafting. I'm going to make this a little bigger. I'm going to put crafting as my therapy on top because I want to have the leopard background in the lettering, if that makes sense. So I'm actually just trying to make sure I can cover some of the wording with some of the leopard background. Pull it out a little bit more. Just take the ends and you can pull it out. I think that's good. So I'm going to just click on crafting and I'm going to send that to the back. If you see up at the top here, you can always make the change to that. Let me see if I can bring this up a little bit. I'm going to bring this to the back, send it to the back. What I'm going to do is hold down Shift. Crafting is already selected. I'm just going to click on the outline of the background to select that as well. I'm going to go up to Option, Modify, and I'm going to crop. And it cropped it out. So now the wording is in that leopard background, but it's in purple. Next thing I'm going to work on is the girl. I am going to go ahead and ungroup her. And how I ungroup her, you can either go up to the panel up at the top and click on the one that is not, the one that is dark. You're going to click on ungroup. And as you can see, she has squares around her. That means she's ungrouped. So I am able to make the change to the color of her hair, little beads in her earrings. I can make a change to her collar and also her lips and the bottom of this. So what I'm going to do, I want to make the change to her hair beads. I am going to go over to my color panel here. I'm going to click down on it. What I'm going to do is click on the dropper and I'm going to go over to crafting is my therapy and click on one of the colors here. I think I'm going to do purple. And then it changed the color. As you can see, it changed the color of her earrings as well as her hair beads. The next thing I want to do is change the color of her collar. I am going to go back over to the color panel. I'm going to click on the dropper and I am going to choose the lavender color, the lighter color. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to do is click on the shirt. And what I'm going to do is I am going to change the background color of this. Up here you see in the color panel is brown. So that means a beige. So it is taking the back of this and coloring it into beige. I want to change the color to purple, the color of her beads. I'm just going to choose that color. I think that's pretty. Now with her lips, I do want to change her lips. I'm not sure if I want to go real red or purple. Oh, that looks pretty. I think I'm going to leave her lips as purple. I like that. I'll leave it at that. Now I'm going to go ahead and highlight her. Just take the box and go over. So what I did was right click and drag my box over her so I can group everything back together. So I'm going to go ahead and group her back together. And she's back together. So now what I'm going to do at this point, I need to group crafting. Move her out the way. Crafting is my therapy. I need to group that. So I'm going to highlight that and I'm going to group this as well. Okay. So I want to show you the size of paper I am using today is it not showing? It's not showing. I need to go another way to share this so you can see it. But the paper I'm using today is going to be the 17 by 11 sheet of paper. I do want to go ahead and make sure they are fitting the wording in. The girl is fitting in this box, the white box right here, because this white box represents the size of the paper for me. Bring her over. I'm going to bring crafting down because right now it's 10.51. I'm going to bring this down. Have it at 7.588. And then I'm going to also reduce her. She's at 10.42. So I want to reduce her. And I want her right up under therapy, right by therapy. And I really think that looks good here. So with that saying, crafting is my therapy. The size on this, I have 9.070. You'll be able to see this up at the top here, where I'm pointing to. And then the height on this is going to be 7.588. Now she is 7.690 by 8.676 in height. I can kind of make her a little bit smaller. Make her a little bit smaller. And I think that's good. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and select crafting is my therapy. I'm going to hold down my shift key and also select her as well. And I'm going to group this together. So my total width and height is 15.255. I want to bring this down some, the width. Because remember, my width of my paper is 17 inches, but my shirt, I don't want it too large to go across my shirt. So right now the height is 6.894, the width is 12.577, and you'll see right here. I think that's good enough. So the next thing we're going to do is to go ahead and print this. And let me stop sharing and see if I can get this so you can see it, what I'm doing. So what I want to do now is go through and make sure my printer's page is set up for this. So I'm going to use my Epson 7710. I'm going to use the 11 by 17 paper. And I'm going to use the, I forget what they call this, what we call this. It'll tell me, my apologies here. And then I'm going to go over to the side here, and I'm going to make sure my paper is landscape over here. And it is landscape. It's 17 by 11 here as well. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and send this to the printer. I'm going to go ahead and click on print at the top. And I'm going to try to turn my camera around so you can see it. Looks like everything is set correctly because I'm able to see the picture. It is on there. And with sublimation, remember you need to mirror your pictures. So I am going to mirror it when I get ready to print it out. I'm going to go ahead and hit print. Okay, so it brought up my picture, my printer. I need to change this printer to my 7710 printer. Okay, I'm going to choose the 7710. I already have a setting set for this. Just waiting on it to stop spinning. It already went to my MacBook, which I set this up already. And it's at the medium media quality is going to be photo matte paper, and it's at the best. And then also it should mirror my design, but I want to just make sure it's gonna do that. So I'm gonna go to layout, and I do have a check to flip horizontally. I'm gonna go ahead and click on print. In the meantime, I am going to go ahead and get the heat press together. When I turn this on so it can start getting hot. We're going to do 392 for 50 seconds for this particular shirt. Look how beautiful the picture is coming out. Okay, so the picture is out, and we're gonna get set up so we can go ahead and do this shirt. But as you can see how beautiful that picture came out. Everything looks great. I do see nothing's on it. They're not beautiful. So what we're going to do is I put it up under the heat press, and I'm going to bring this back around so you can see. And you can see here. Mhm. So I'm just letting the heat press just heat it up a little bit, the picture. And then while it's doing that, while it's on there, I have this ruler I'm going to use to actually tear off the ends. Now I do this so it doesn't uh, leave a hard line on your shirt. Uh, I find this works much better for me than when I was doing it, just putting the whole thing on it, and it takes the whole lines and leave on it. And this ruler I got from Amazon, and I'm going to leave a link to this ruler as well. And I don't think I could have got away with using an 8.5 by 14 paper, but we are going to, this is the 11 by 17. So that beep is letting me know that my heat element is up to the desired heat that I wanted. Okay. Now I'm going to get the shirt, and we are going to heat the shirt. I'm just going to get it so I can stop beeping. And we are going to get the shirt. We're going to lint roll it. Make sure there's no lint on it. For polyester shirts, you do need to lint roll it, and you need to pre-press it to get the moisture out. So I'm going to kind of scoot this over this way so I can lint roll this shirt. So the next thing I'm going to do is go ahead and to get my guidelines to put the picture on, I am going to fold my shirt in half. And we are going to do piecing it in half out of the shirt. Okay? You do that for a few seconds. And I also like to press the bottom of my shirt as well. Even though I'm not putting anything on the bottom, I just like to press it. Okay. I am going to turn the shirt over and do the same thing on the other side. So the next step is I'm going to put some butcher paper inside the shirt. And I do that so that the ink does not bleed through to the back of the shirt when I sublimate the design on the shirt. So I'm going to go ahead and insert this in. And I am going to, because this is a large shirt, this is an extra large shirt, I am going to do this, put it on the heat press sideways. And I do see my center is right here, but just in case, I do have my measure. So that's my middle of the shirt. I'm going to get my design. And I can tell that it may come off a little bit. So I'm going to go ahead and cut this is off. So I may have to do this on my larger heat press. So we're going to change it up. I'm going to look right. Okay, yeah, I'll do it this way. I think it's good. Let's see. So, what is it now? Over here. And I can just fold this in the middle, try to even it up. That's all I do. And just right in the middle. And what I'm going to do is put some tape down. Tape down. How to make sure this is going to go. Just two more pieces. Okay. Bring this up to the down. Up. Okay. I think it's within its boundaries here. A little bit more, but I think it's in its boundaries. I hope so. Otherwise, I'm going to have to. We're going to do it. Let's go ahead and do it. Oh, you have to put some paper on top. I can forget. Mess up my heat press. The paper on top of it so it does bleed and it doesn't get on the top here. Let's see. I think it's good. It should be good. So you can tell this paper has the dye on it. That's why the sublimation ink on it. That's why you can't. That's why you need to put paper on it. We're going to go ahead and take this off. Oh my God. Oh my God. I love it. Oh my gosh. Look how beautiful that is. Oh my gosh. I'm going to cut this off. And look how beautiful that is. I'm going to take the paper out the middle. And we don't reuse this either. Just throw it in the garbage. But look how beautiful that shirt is. That is gorgeous. I love it. Crafting is my therapy. What you think, guys? Let me know what you think in the comment section. If you have any questions, please ask me in the comment section. I will get back with you. And then also, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to my channel. If you're not a member of my channel, subscribe to my channel. I appreciate it. And then also click on the notification bell. So when I do upload new videos, you will be notified. But I love this shirt. I love it. It is so beautiful. This is how you do sublimation. We will get back into the DTF hack. I don't have a DTF machine, but we will get back into the DTF hack. And there's so many things that you can do with sublimation. So, guys, until next time, again, I appreciate everyone out there. Don't forget, I have my 1 year anniversary for being on YouTube come September. And I do want to do a giveaway, but I can only do a giveaway if I get 1,000, if I get up to 1,000 subscribers. So please tell everybody that I'm here on YouTube. And until next time, I appreciate you guys. I love you so much. Thank you so much for coming in. You guys have a great day.